Good morning, Duran Comets. We are ready to learn and be the best that we can be. Today is Monday, April 25th. Please stop what you're doing, stand, and join us in the pledges.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Under Texas flag, I pledge allegiance to the Texas, one state, under God, one indivisible. As a student in school today, I'll do my best to set a foundation and be a success. Be courteous to others and respectful all the time. To reach my potential and responsibilities mine. The role is set and starts with me. One day I'll graduate from university.
Thank you, Comets. Please be seated. Good morning, everyone. I hope everybody had a great weekend and is ready to begin this new week of learning. We have our STAR Symposium for the next 2 weeks, so 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders will be getting ready for the STAR test. I know that you all will be learning a lot these next 2 weeks. Celebrating a birthday today, we have Ali Corral from kindergarten. Happy birthday. I want to congratulate the following classes for getting the highest attendance percentages for last week. In 3rd place, with a 95.59%, we have from 3rd grade, Mrs. Madrid's class. Congratulations, 3rd graders. In 2nd place, with a 95.72%, also from 3rd grade, we have Mrs. Ibarra's class. Congratulations, 3rd grade. And in 1st place, with a 96.25%, from 2nd grade, we have the UTEP Minors, Mrs. Olguin's class. Congratulations to those 3 classes who had the highest percent of attendance. Kinder through 2nd grade teachers, this week we have DRA window opening for the end of year. So please make sure that you make arrangements for that. We will also be having a CIT meeting after school today and on Friday. Tomorrow we will be having coffee with the principal, so please send a notice home to your parents. And now we have Mrs. Flores and Mrs. Bello with some important announcements.
Good morning, Comets, and welcome to another week of school. Last week, we learned from Isis, a 3rd grader from Ms. Rojas' class, and how she shared that she uses her strategies that her teacher taught her to perform better on her test. Today, we will be looking again at the growth mindset. We have a couple of weeks of school left, so we need to activate the growth mindset and increase your neuron connections to learn and get better grades. Have a great week.
So you may be wondering, if we can grow our brain, how's it going to fit in our head? Well, don't worry. You don't need to go out and buy bigger hats. When we say grow our brains, we mean grow the inside of our brains. The building blocks of your brain are brain cells called neurons. Neurons are super small and they're inside your skull, so they're really hard to see. But if we can zoom all the way in, closer, closer, closer. There we go. Now we can see a giant galaxy of neurons right inside your head. Our brains work by neurons communicating with one another. They send out electrical and chemical signals to find one another, and then they connect and make a pathway. Once we connect them, information can be passed along this pathway. One neuron sends a signal to another, who listens and passes it on to the next, who passes it on to the next, and so on, and so on. The more neuron connections we make, the more pathways we have. And the more pathways we have, the more information we can store. And the more information we can store, the smarter we get. And since we are in control of our brains, it's up to us to get our neurons active and make new connections. Every time we get curious, our neurons get ready to communicate. Pop! When we put in the effort to try something new, our neurons reach out for new connections. Buzz! And then, after all that hard work, we learn a new skill and our neurons connect. That connection means we made a new pathway. We just got smarter. And guess what? If we keep practicing that skill, the pathway gets stronger and we get better and better at that skill. Just like walking through a field, the more times we walk the same path, the clearer that path becomes. So what if we make a mistake? Does that mean our neurons missed and didn't connect? Nope. Even then, we're firing neurons and forming new pathways. This pathway is a strategy that just didn't work. And now we know to try something different the next time. That means even when we make mistakes, we're making neuron connections and getting smarter.
Good morning, boys and girls, and welcome to a new week of school. This week, we finish up talking about hope. Hope is believing that something good can come out of something bad. Remember, it doesn't necessarily always have to be something bad. You can be hopeful and wishful for something that's going to happen this summer. Maybe you're going to go on a trip, or maybe you're going to do a lot of swimming, or get to see a cousin or a grandparent that you haven't seen in a while. So, what are you hopeful for? Another reminder, boys and girls, remember to continue making good choices. It is important to be a good friend and do your best no matter where you are, at school, at home, or out in the community. Let's continue making good choices, being great comments, and let's all have a great week. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Mrs. Flores and Mrs. Bay. A reminder that this Saturday, we will have our last Saturday of school of the school year. It's from 9 to 12, so please make sure you tell your parents. I want to thank everyone that attends Saturday school, teachers, staff, because it's really important for our students to continue to work. We had our superintendent, Ms. Ayavedra, visit us this past Saturday, and she was very impressed and very happy to see us working every Saturday. She thanks each and every one of the teachers that were here, giving up of their time on Saturday for our comments. This concludes our announcements for this morning. Teachers, remember that every child deserves a champion. An adult who will never give up on them, connects with them, and empowers them to become the best that they can be. Comments today will soar high. So remember our core values: safety first, own your own actions and be responsible, achieve greatness, and respect all. Everybody have a magnificent Monday.